welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. And if you're one of my returning subscribers, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for your friendship, especially for all of those of you who have connected with me on Instagram, who have connected with me through Etsy. So thank you so much for being such a beautiful part of my life. I want to welcome anyone who showed up here for the very first time. We would like to welcome you to this family with open arms. I do pick a card readings on this channel, and I'm really happy to have you here. So please subscribe, drop me a comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me that I do on a monthly basis. I'll be drawing that next week, I believe, or this week actually. I think we're getting close to the end of the month. But I just want to welcome you to this space. So please pull up a chair, grab yourselves a cup of tea and some snacks, and we'll have a bit of a chat because we're all friends when we gather at this table. Today's pick a card reading is a no contact love message. What are their current thoughts of you? I have 3 piles for you to choose from today. We have pile number 1 here with the Herb Crafters Tarot and this beautiful piece of malachite. These are 3 new decks that I got last week, so I wanted to use them. We have pile number 2 here with this beautiful golden, not golden, it's a smoky quartz point. And this deck is called, what's it called? It's called the Illumination Tarot, I believe. I'll double check that and put it in the comment section below. And this deck is called the Northern Animal Tarot, and this is a carnelian palm. So whichever deck or crystals are calling out to you, just know that there may be a message waiting for you from Spirit. If you're interested in any of these crystals, the link below, Earth Sister Gems, is in my description box as well. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1 today. Again, today's topic is a no contact love message, their current feelings and thoughts for you. Pile number 1. Hello everybody, in pile number 1 you were drawn to this beautiful malachite stone, and this is your reading. A no contact love message from the person on your mind. What are their current thoughts and feelings for you? Pile 1. We have the Death card here coming out, not to be confused with a real death or a physical death most times. It's covered in those beautiful butterflies because it really is about transformation. The 6 of Swords. What are their current feelings and thoughts of you? We have the Magician, the Sunflower. And we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position. Back of the deck is the Madre of Air, the Queen of Swords here on the back of the deck. So you could be an air sign, an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. You don't have to be. This person doesn't have to be either. They do feel like things are sort of out of their control. There's like, they're stuck in a rut, or that there's like bad luck on their side when it comes to the 2 of you. We have the Hija of Earth, which is the Page of Pentacles. They really, really wish that things could be a little bit different here with the Death card and the Page of Pentacles in the recent past. It's like they know that communicating with you would create a huge shift for them. They want clarity to come into this connection because the 6 of Swords and the Magician in the present, it talks about the deep desire to communicate with you, the deep desire to shift things and change things, but they feel like that things are just out of their control, that for some reason they just don't feel like they're in a controlled position to be able to do that. How are they currently feeling? They feel like there's a lot to go over too. Like there's a lot of things that they didn't get the opportunity to in the past say to you that they want to say to you. We have the 5 of Pentacles, Slippery Elm. They feel a complete loss. I feel like this is a very like complete no contact situation for some of you watching. I feel that there is a lot that they thought that they had more time to express to you in the past as well. It's like they really didn't expect the end to happen when it happened, even though it seems, honestly, it seems like it was on this projection to happen, but it's like they felt like they had more time. They didn't have the maturity or the experience behind behind them in order to express themselves. But they have seen that that has been to their detriment tenfold almost. Current thoughts and feelings of you. You have the Queen of Swords again. You could definitely be that air sign. They could be an air sign as well. I'm getting a lot of Libra vibes here, so you could definitely be that Libra. There is a little bit of an edge to this Queen of Swords, and she doesn't mince words. She's very direct, she's very open, and I feel like they really want to be that way now. It's like, if I didn't take advantage of that back here, I'm going to be as direct and open. If I ever get the opportunity to express myself, I'm going to be just as direct and open as I need to be. And they think about that. They think about the necessity to take advantage of the next opportunity when they do get to speak with you. And I feel like they're trying to manifest that almost. I feel like they're coming up with plans of action. There's a lot of jealousy when it comes to you too. We have the High Priestess. Back of the deck is the Three of Wands and the Sun card. So very strong Leo energy here. So we could have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius amongst us as well. They feel like they do have to hold this information inside, and they feel like they've been holding it inside. It's just sort of growing and growing and growing. And the Three of Fire, it's like they want to put into fruition, into work, into action, all of these thoughts about growth, about honesty. They want to put that into action because they feel like that would be what really leads, sorry about the wobble, that leads them to this sun, to this joy, to this beautiful place of abundance with you. We have here the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, you look at just extending that. There's the Tower though, oh no. There's the Knight of Swords extending that offer of truth that the Queen of Swords here really wants to wield. But there's the Tower, the fear of the consequences of speaking my truth is also there. But it's also, look at this Tower card. It speaks about, you know, this mushroom stump. It's like this, the stump has long since been cut or fallen over, and it's had all of this slow growth. It's like the fear that to speak their truth only caused them more pain, and they're seeing that now. It's been a slow, painful process. For some of you, you've been separated for a while. For others, it just feels like a long time because of the intense pain that they feel. How are they currently feeling, please, Spirit? We have the building blocks. They feel like they've grown a lot. They feel like they've grown a lot. They feel like they've experienced a lot more. And they feel like they're ready to be able to offer you more than what they were offering you in the past. We have the Orphan card though, which really speaks to this Five of Pentacles, this feeling of being left behind. I do feel like for a long time it kept them at bay, this feeling of loss, because they feel like they had lost it all. But I feel there's been a perspective shift for them. How are they currently feeling? Current feelings and thoughts, please. We have Solitude. She's holding a little broken heart that's dripping out blood. We have all of these flowers. We have these birds that are sort of just laying there, not in flight. This sense of stagnancy that's existed, a sense of longevity of the disconnect too for you. We have the Skull card showing itself. It's like grief and reality setting in for this person. And again, that plan of action in their mind, it's like, if I get that opportunity to speak, I'm going to take it. And nothing's going to be left behind. You can see she's taking a whole handful, and she's just about to open up that entire clearing. Oh, we have one shot across the room. It is the Eel card. This is from the Literary Witches Oracle. We have the Hedgehog. The Hedgehog back of deck really speaks about, you know, hiding and really kind of at the first sign of danger rolling up into that ball to protect myself. But this little hedgehog is not hiding anymore. You know, it's like sticking its little nose out there. The eel is really talks about the electricity that they feel, and that they have felt and that they want to wield towards you. It also honestly speaks to the dishonesty and the things that have lurked inside of them that they have been fearful of sharing with you when it comes to this back of deck hedgehog energy. It's like they were fearful of sharing it in the future, or in the past, I'm sorry. Current thoughts and feelings. We have lost love, surrender, healing, and release. They feel like they've lost you. We have reflection. We have self-examination, illusion, and distortion. They've had nothing but time to go over and over in their mind about where they went wrong. And I feel like they're very logical, especially if they're an earth sign. They seem very intelligent, very logical, very smart. And so they look at it in a logical way now. It's not that they are sad. They do feel left out in the cold, but it's like it almost feels like they feel like they deserve that. And they're looking at it logically now. Like, if I get a chance to speak again, I'm going to take that opportunity. We do have intuitive communication, silent whispers of the heart on the back of that deck. Current thoughts and feelings of you. What are they currently feeling, Spirit? It says you are wrong in the reverse position. This sense of not wanting to admit to themselves in the past. They could have been very stubborn in revealing themselves in the past as well. They are waiting for you. Oops. It's on the floor. I just want space. I just want space. I feel like they want, I always think about the Six of Swords with that. I just want space. They want to clear the air. They want you to know their truth. I want to start a family with you. And back of deck says, I lie awake at night thinking about our future, about a potential future, about that opportunity towards a future. Whoops. What are they thinking? What are they feeling at this moment, please? When we first met, I just always had this feeling about you. And I've thought about taking a trip with you. This could be somebody who really likes to travel as well. I've thought about surprising you with the date. They could actually, I'm almost getting a lot of Sagittarius vibes, like somebody who really likes to travel. I reminisce a lot about time spent with you. And the back of the deck says, I want commitment with you, but just not yet. It's like they would want to grow. They want to speak their truth. They want to grow with you. They want to expand with you. What are they currently thinking and feeling, please, Spirit? We have third-party interference, so please take that as it resonates. I'm dealing with collective energy, so that may not be your case. That could have been in the past of this connection as well. I wish I was with you right now. The last time I saw you, it crushed me. Oh. Missing you right this second is coming out as well. We have no one compares. Reach out to me, please. And we did have the they are waiting for you. So they could be someone who's really thinking that they don't have a place to come forward, but that you may, but they would be so excited to hear from you. I do send you soul messages. I pretend I don't care, but I do. Back of the deck says, I know that I messed up back then. Let's get a charm bowl for you, group number 1. A charm bowl for group 1, please. Love message, no contact love message. What are their current feelings and thoughts in the bowl? Wanting to speak with you, wanting to return to your world. 4 of Swords reversed, wanting to return to the waking world, a return to life. We do have the Knight of Wands reversed, though. which can be an indication that they think about you in a very chaotic sexual way. But it also is a movement card that's in the reverse. So something's holding them back from being able to approach you potentially. We do have this Ace of Pentacles though, which is about an offer that wants to come forward that could improve so many things. It's a very valuable offer, and it has the potential to really open up new doorways, but there is fear associated potentially with it as well. Pull out my chart. We have the letter J, we have the letter D, we have the letter T, we have is, we have you are always in my heart, we have the upside down wishbone with the rose of hope inside. I think of Saint Teresa, so that could be a name that's significant. And we have the Empress, so abundance, divine feminine energy, but also motherhood, so that could resonate with you. All right, group number 1, that's what I have for you today. A no contact love message. What are their current thoughts and feelings? If this resonates with you, I would love to hear your story in the comment section. If you are not already a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. Drop me a little comment below and be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. That's coming up this week. I hope that you check out my links below as well for Instagram and my Etsy shop. But I really hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a beautiful day today. Take care. Hello everybody, in group number 2, you were drawn to this beautiful smoky quartz point. I don't even know where to put it. It's so big. Or to this big red deck, and this is your reading. A no contact love message from the person on your mind. What are their current thoughts and feelings of you? I just saw the 7 of Swords. So it could be that their thoughts are kind of sneaky or secretive, and that they're not able to share them with other people. So how are they currently feeling about group number 2, please, Spirit? We have the 7 of Wands. So there's some obstacles here in the way of this connection. The 7 of Wands shows that they feel like there's struggles, feels like they can't see the forest through the trees. For some of you, it could be a family situation. I did see the 10 of Cups, or it could just be an obstacle towards their emotional abundance with you. What are their current feelings, please? We have the Magician here. The Magician is the communicating card, the communicator card, because he rules the communication planet of Mercury, and or ruled by that planet, I'm sorry. So it does speak about manifestation and trying to manifest you and the desire to communicate with you. 9 of Swords. And in the current energy with the Magician and the 9 of Swords, it really feels like instead of manifesting something positive, they're really focused solely on anxiety or sadness, could even be depression at its most extreme example with the 9 of Swords. I feel like they're also dreaming about you as well. They communicate with you through their dreams. We have the 9 of Cups. And that's a very contrasting energy, the 9 of Swords and the 9 of Cups. It really, the 9 of Swords is one of like I said, sadness, anxiety, worry. The 9 of Cups are like what I want to happen, and it's kind of interesting because Spirit always says, whether we think we can, whether we think we can't, we're right. And if we're really focused on this, then we can't even begin to hope to get what we really want out of the situation. We do have the Queen of Wands at the back of the deck. Could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You could be the fire sign. They could also be a fire sign with all that the 7 of Wands as a main card. So let's clarify the 7 of Wands, please. Their current thoughts and feelings about you. 8 of Swords. So there's something about this connection that makes them feel like they cannot push through. They don't see that they have the power to push through the situation, because the 8 of Swords is sort of like a blocked intuition, because it usually shows or portrays someone with a mask on, not seeing their situation clearly enough to understand that they actually have the power to push through it. They hold the key truly to escape this situation. And it could be that they are suffering from a lot of pain from past experiences. They carry a lot of baggage with them that sort of reared its ugly head in this connection while the 2 of you were together, or while the 2 of you were trying to get together. We have the Ace of Cups. What they want to manifest is a new emotional beginning, an emotional new start with you with the Ace of Cups. And I feel that, again, they feel like it's such a huge step, or for some reason in this pile, I feel like they feel like there's such a huge barrier or obstacle towards getting from this Ace of Cups to that Ten of Cups we saw rear its head a little bit earlier, poked its little face out, because they feel like it's a lot of work to put in, and they worry about that, about this. They don't see a way. They don't know how to get to this place. They don't see a way, so it's thrust them into some anxiety. We have the Moon. Again, the sense of fear and dreaming, a lot of dreams about you. I feel like they interact with you, communicate with you through those dreams. The Moon does talk about the things that we push downwards, we submerge with the Moon. And that's the other message, again, kind of connecting with this Nine of Cups, is that, you know, we can't make important decisions about our future, about our intent, about our desires by the light of the Moon. There's just not enough clarity there. We can't do it from a place of insecurity and fear. We have to do it from a place of objectivity and excitement and happiness. Otherwise, we're just going to beget more of those feelings in the future. How are they currently feeling? You are a dream come true, though. I will say that. Like, they look at you as this ultimate, whoops. They look at you as like the stepping stone that they need for their emotional fulfillment. Spirit wants to teach us that we don't require anyone else to fulfill us, that we are actually whole 100% in and of ourselves, but this person does not embody that when it comes to you. They wrap up a lot of their happiness in you, and because you're not there at this present time, they've wrapped a lot of their sadness up in this situation as well. We do have the Four of Pentacles here, back of deck, and we have the Seven of Cups. Four of Pentacles back of deck is a fear of tangibly losing something that I've built up and started to build a strong foundation for. You know, it could be a physical foundation. And as I said, I deal with collective energy. So there's many situations from the people watching today. This Four of Pentacles can talk about a fear of losing something physical, like a house, a family, a situation like that. It can also be, you know, a sense of fear of being vulnerable enough to change my situation. Fear of risking my ego, risking my heart, and having it bruised, which kind of holds me in place. It doesn't allow me to push through that obstacle. And there's so many of us, you know, all of us, I will say, will face that obstacle, will face that fear of needing to be vulnerable, to switch things up, to change things, to create movement. Instead of having the Ace of Cups behind the Moon, we have it ahead of it. We do have the Six of Swords here in the future position under the Nine of Cups, and they have a great desire to let you in on their feelings. They have a great desire to move this to a better, more calmer place, a desire to communicate with you. They also, Seven of Cups with the Death card, they dream about change so much. They fantasize about a shift in this connection and about it changing for the better. They want it to change for the better, but also the Seven of Cups is talking about their confusion when it comes to you. And when it comes to this connection, they don't feel confident with how you feel about them. Can we clarify the Six of Swords for your Spirit? How do they currently feel? Ace of Cups. Yes, they want an emotional new start again with you. The Temperance. But and for some of you, you've waited a while. That Temperance card talks about waiting patiently for something to brew, waiting patiently for balance to be restored. We have the Nine of Pentacles back up deck, which shows that there's been ascension for you. They look at you like you've accomplished a lot, and they don't feel the same perhaps. They want to accomplish more in order to give you what you deserve. We do have the Nine of Wands, and we have the Two of Wands back of deck. See, they're kind of fighting each other, those two imps. You know, they're fighting each other, and the fighting of, it's like this inner battle inside of themselves stops them from putting into action what they actually want. They're, you know, this inspiration, this magician manifestation that they want to achieve of the two of you coming together. They do have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder with the Nine of Wands, because sometimes that speaks to me about someone who is sort of waiting for someone to come in and save me from this long-standing, painful situation that the two of you find yourselves in. It's a little bit of a chip on my shoulder. It's like, why? Maybe they've waited a little bit long because they're waiting for you to be the one to reach out. And sometimes I feel like that adds to this Nine of Swords anxiety. It's like, I don't know how they feel, and because I don't know how they feel, I need to hold back, and I'm waiting for them to reveal themselves to me. And because they aren't, I have a bit of a chip on my shoulder when it comes to that. But they are really, truly, it's like a me against me type of mentality. They're only hurting themselves with an attitude like that. We have apprehension, it says moving out into the world with doubt and fear. The fear is what's really holding them back from from potentially getting everything that they want. It's this fear of loss, this fear of vulnerability. We have harmony, power, self-confidence, and productivity. And that's really Spirit's advice in this situation to this person. I wish that they were watching. Confidence is their key to success. Even if we have to fake it for a few minutes to make it, stepping out boldly is the only way to advance. And it's not always going to work out, but it will in a sense, because it still elevates you spiritually. It still showed a movement in you. It showed the universe a different version of yourself. We have eternal love, happiness, harmony, and fulfillment on the back of that deck. And with this Nine of Cups here, I really feel like there is potential for this person to have that with you and for you to have that with them. But it will take that, again, that sense of vulnerability, of pushing past my fears to make that happen. Woo! Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. That can speak to an ex that this person has. And I really feel that it does speak to this person's obstacles that they're carrying into this connection. I feel like a lot of their insecurities weren't even stemmed from this connection. I feel like they're carrying a lot of baggage from the past that keeps them imprisoned in this mindset. And it's time for them to release that and understand that nothing changes if nothing changes. The past is dead and gone. We can do nothing about it. The present is the opportunity. It's the gift. So they could have a lot of baggage. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. You could have navigated many different scenarios with this person in past lives. Could be a very old soul contract for you. We do have codependency. Addictions are affecting your everyday or romantic life. Addictions come in many forms. We know that they come in physical forms. We can even be addicted to a certain way of being. We can be addicted to feeling negatively because it sort of, if we stand in one energy for too long, it almost becomes a part of our personality and that the universe now has to contend with. Where is that one? It's right here. No contact, love message, current feelings and thoughts. We have the milk. The milk is about nourishment and tradition. I feel like this could be a very traditional person who values a traditional commitment. And it's also this sense of, like, again, that sense of them not feeling fulfilled, not feeling whole. And that's sad for me. I feel sad for them that they don't feel whole within themselves. And they feel like you are the one to nourish that. You're the one to fill up their cup. If that cup here is only half empty, you are the missing link for them. We have transformation. Yumiko Kurahashi here, and you can see this egg that's spilled out. There's so much potential that can grow from it. She's holding that apple, which is temptation, lust, sex, all of those things, but it's about taking bites out of it, being aggressive towards what we want. And that's what we need, a transformation in this connection. That death that we saw, very much necessary in order to create, there's the Page of Cups, a new emotional beginning. There needs to be a shift. Back of the deck is Mary Shelley, loss. A very important card to come up, and I like how Spirit works with me. You know, they're very, very clear with me some days because it really speaks to this person's Nine of Swords mentality in the present moment. Because Mary Shelley became consumed with the loss in her life, and it really started to envelop her. All of her writings were very dark, very focused on death and loss, and it's because she suffered so much of it. But she let that loss and that mentality overcome her and become a part of who she was. And then it never left her, you know? And it is a beautiful example of how that can happen, how loss can consume us and become a part of us. And that does not, there's a slow mushroom growth, that does not lead to the abundance that we're looking for. That just leads to more feelings of loss. Their current thoughts and feelings of you. I left because you told me to. A little bit of a chip on their shoulder. It's a little bit of like, I want to be rescued. I want someone to come in and change things for me. Would you choose me? Insecurity rampant with this person potentially. You are my everything. You are the one to fulfill me. I hope that you'll wait for me. And then we have this one, I came out, I wasn't intending on pulling another one, but it says, you hurt me, but it's okay, I guess. You hurt me, but that's all right. Back of the deck says, let me hold you, number 7. Current thoughts and feelings of you, group number 2. I know you're right, I'm just trying to forgive myself. Deep down they have perspective. Deep down, if they're honest with themselves and pull themselves out of an emotional turmoil, they can be objective and honest with themselves. It takes a little bit of work for them though. Telepathically communicate with me. I'm severing ties with a karmic partner. That may not resonate with you. I'm dealing with collective energy, so there may not be a third party, but there are some indicators that there may be, this person may feel stuck in that if that resonates with you. I do pray about us. And I am done running from this connection. Back of the deck says, you gave me that spark. Let's get a couple more messages here from Spirit. What are their current thoughts and feelings, please? There is something so very special about you. I'm afraid that I've already lost you. It's a bit of a quitter's mentality, but that's a present energy thing. It could shift and change. They could just be having a really bad day. I want to call you, but would you answer me? The last time I saw you, it crushed me. I imagine my future with you. You don't know what you do to me. And then these two fell out as well. I have changed, and I spend a lot of time of day daydreaming about you. The back of the deck, I just gotta flip it over because it got flipped, is have you moved on? So you could be the one with the third party if that resonates with you as well. Let's get a charm bowl for you, group 2. If you're new to this channel, I do end all of my readings with a charm cast, some teeny tiny tarot, and some charms that I've collected over the years. Oh. So how is this person currently feeling? We have the Knight of Pentacles, taking his sweet time, the Two of Cups, the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is reversed in the bowl here. The Two of Cups speaks to a soulmate connection, so you may feel like this is your soulmate. And they do have a desire to reconnect with you because the Two of Cups just talks about a relationship forming as well at its most basic, most basic meaning. The Knight of Pentacles is a very sure-footed person who could be very focused on responsibilities. They could be an earth sign with the King of Pentacles in the bowl as well. They could be a Taurus. They don't have to be. But that Knight of Pentacles does speak about patience and slow-moving energy. So you may have experienced a lot of weight with this person. It does show someone that's determined to kind of get where they're going in life. Sometimes, though, I hesitate to even say it because sometimes the King of Pentacles reverse can talk about someone who sometimes doesn't have follow through, or they want to, but that's why it takes them so long, is because they think of what they want and then fear overcomes them and they don't have any follow through. The King of Pentacles also can indicate somebody who is at the helm of some type of situation, a business, a family. They don't have to be. There could be a father figure as well for some of you. Again, they could be a parent, not a father figure too. Oops. Whale tail. We have the prescription here. So there could be actual like prescriptions or medications that you know of this person, or it could relate to you in some way. Whenever I see the prescription thing, I think of the SNL thing with Will Ferrell. I need a prescription for more cowbell. We have the Queen of Swords, Rock. I think of clarity, truthfulness, but I also think of someone who maybe has a very, is a little impatient, a little sharp edge. They could be worried about how you'll receive them. They don't know how you feel. D, I, Z, they could be dreaming about you, or that could be an initial. We have G and E. We have the nursing cap, and with the prescription, there could be a medical or nursing or hospital connection. We have love up on a foundation. So some of you could be building a foundation. There could be another person. Take that as it resonates. That is not for everyone. We have the whale. The whale speaks about going with the flow along with the whale tail, but it also speaks about expression when we see this whale in the bowl. It talks about expressing ourselves, because if a whale doesn't come up to express that water and breathe in air, it will drown. So about, going with the flow, but taking advantage of opportunities as they present. We have the guitar, and we have a little cross. So there could be a very Christian connection. All right, group 2, that's what I have for you today. A love message, a no contact love message from the person on your mind, their current thoughts and feelings. If this resonates, I would love to hear about it in the comments section. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. We would love to have you as a part of our little family here. And be sure to hit your notification bell if you drop me a comment below, so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me this month. You can check out my links below for Etsy and for Instagram. You can check out my link for Earth Sister Gems as well. That's where I got all of the gems that I'm featuring in today's video. You can find her website listed below as well. But I really hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a beautiful day today. Take care. Hello everybody in group number 3. You were drawn to this red carnelian palm, or to this beautiful little Northern Animal Tarot deck, and this is your reading. A no contact love message from the person on your mind. What are their current thoughts and feelings about you? Sorry about the barking dogs. I have my air conditioner in the window, so I can't really control all of the sound coming through it. What are their current thoughts and feelings about you, group 3? We have the Ace of Cups. Oh, look at how beautiful. The Ace of Cups represents, that beautiful love offer, an emotional new beginning, wanting more with you. We do have the Four of Swords, which shows the separation that the two of you may be experiencing right now. And, it really shows how, this separation has blocked out that potential for them in this present moment. We have the Three of Swords, and that's exactly what they're feeling, the sadness, separation. The potential that was there is feeling very lost at this present time. We have the Devil. The Devil can represent Capricorn energy. It does reflect things that sort of keep us bound or keep us away from potential, keep us away from what we truly want. We have the Ace of Swords so far on the back of the deck. Let's clarify this row before we get into your message. Ooh. Clarifying the Ace of Cups, please, Spirit. How does this person currently feel? Five of Pentacles, yeah. Left outside of this potential that could have been. I don't know if they didn't act soon enough, or they didn't act bravely enough in the past, but all of a sudden the potential that they saw there is no longer there. We have the Lovers. So hold that closer. We also have the Temperance card. For some of you, it's been a long time. We have the Page of Wands. And we have the Nine of Cups. Back of the deck is the Four of Wands. And we have the Six of Cups. Oh, how do they feel about you? It's so strong. And they feel like you are this gateway to everything that they want. And it's almost like their insecurities stop them from being able to pursue you. It's like they couldn't it took them too long to make the decision. It took them too long to reveal themselves to you. And it's sort of everything slipped out of their fingers when they had, it's like the perfect trajectory towards everything they wanted. And you represented that. Definitely soulmate energy here. This Six of Cups underneath. There's the Queen of Swords. And there's the Tower underneath. This Six of Cups really represents a love that is beautiful and innocent and reflects someone who wears really rosy colored glasses when they think about you. They think about you being the source of this happiness, this Four of Wands, 1111 twin flame. They definitely see you as this connection. We do have this Devil that I'm going to clarify here because the Devil speaks to, you know, again, things that hold us back, things that bind us, things that hold us back from this Nine of Cups. And it can represent all sorts of stuff. Here we have the Seven of Cups. That can be options. It can be insecurities, not seeing things 100% clearly. Five of Swords. It really feels like it was their own egos that held them back. Two of Swords. In some cases, though, I am dealing with the collective energy, so please take that as it resonates. In some cases, this could have been an indication that they, with the Two of Swords, with the Lover's card, that there was a choice that either you had to make or they had to make, and there was a wrong choice, or now they should have made the choice in the past, they didn't make it in time, and now there's this feeling of something restricting them from being able to get to you. It's now a new type of decision that stops them from coming forward. This Two of Bats, I'm not seeing things clearly. I'm very indecisive because they don't know how you're feeling with the Seven of Cups, and they are convincing themselves in a sense that approaching you would lead to like destruction for everyone. They have the Moon at the back of the deck showing this insecurity that they feel. But the Nine of Cups really shows, sorry about that, you guys, you can hear people mowing their lawns. The Nine of Cups really talks about, you know, the fulfillment of everything. It's one step away from that Ten of Cups, from that emotional abundance. It's everything I want. Sitting there with his arms crossed in a smug way because he got everything he wanted. But something's stopping them from getting everything they wanted. In some cases, it could be an actual person stopping them, but in many cases, it's their own insecurities. It's like, I let something slip through my fingers. And in the present, I have to say, Four of Swords, Three of Swords, very sad energy when it comes to you. Still fantasizing about this potential of what they want, still fantasizing about coming towards you, but in some cases really worried about the truth causing major destruction in their life for you or for them, causing a huge change, a chaotic change that you can't turn back from. So there is the acknowledgement that the truth of them revealing themselves will lead to huge change in your situation or in their situation or both. Thoughts and feelings of you. They have so much attraction for you too, especially with the Lover. I just can't get over the Lovers. The Four of Wands, the Six of Cups. We have harmony, power, self-confidence, and productivity. Productivity are the keys to their success, and specifically were the keys to their success in the past. But it's like they were too little too late. We have Amethyst, transformation, certainty, and confidence. Again, advice from Spirit on how to pursue, instead of thrusting themselves in this energy, to look at it with expectancy, as with a air of confidence, but of patience. You know, the Page of Wands takes that inspired thought, that Ace of Wands, and just charges towards what they want. They make it happen. They don't know where that first step is going to lead them, but they make it happen. We have lost love on the back of the deck, surrender, healing, and release. And they do feel that profoundly specific. This is the saddest. I will say that this is the saddest pile. This person feels a profound loss in the present moment when it comes to you. We have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. I've never liked the actual message writing on this card. I've always liked the unrequited love card, but never that message. And I don't feel it's about attraction or chemistry. I feel like it has everything to do with insecurity and I feel like they maybe have convinced themselves that there wasn't enough attraction or chemistry on your end, but that's not the reality of the situation. We have express your love, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. I feel like if they did, in many cases, they would get exactly what they wanted. But because they're focusing on that Three of Swords, on their sadness, instead of on intent and action, they're getting more of the Devil instead of more of the Nine of Cups. And that's why tarot is really helpful for us, because we can look at the past, how it's affecting the present, see how it's affecting that future. And if we see something up here as a main theme, like the Devil in the future, we can resolve to change the energies in the present on our end that we can control to alter that future. If they could shift their perspective from one of loss to one of expectancy, to one of surrender, to one of action, they can completely change the game here. They can see and have all of this come into fruition for them. We have, you deserve love, you are lovable. I don't feel that this person feels that way right now in their energy. I don't feel like they feel that they deserve love with you. It says, I am done running from this connection. They want it, that's for sure. I'm really sensitive deep down, but I put up a deep front in front of everyone. And they're showing their sensitivity. They're showing their vulnerability here. They're showing how sad they feel. I have a gift for you. They want to be generous with you. Look at that Six of Cups, offering her that cup. They want to give you everything. I feel like they would bend over backwards to make you happy. They are hungry for change. I feel like saying that too. I'm a better person because of you. You really changed me. In this card, you can see all of those dragonflies flying around. And both the dragonfly and the butterfly are about transformation for me, but the dragonfly particularly is hungry for change. The butterfly has this quiet transformation that exists within itself, all alone, cocooned, but that dragonfly is actively seeking change. And that's really the message from Spirit with the Four of Wands as well, because it's the gateway to our happiness, to success, to celebration. We have to be hungry enough for it to walk through ourselves. Back of deck did say I was in denial. How is this person currently feeling and thinking? Ooh, I'm too afraid to talk to you. And why? Because I never imagined so much perfection, and also because you're so very special. And that's the World card. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the World card here. They are acknowledging that the position that you're holding in life right now, you deserve to be there because you have either worked really hard or you have made really great decisions to put yourself in a physical position where you are right now. But it also speaks to your beauty or your attractability to them. I am coming, trust me. Back of the deck says, I am absolutely in love with you. And that's like the Six of Cups. Again, soulmate energy for you, group 3, but a sadness about this person in the present, that their sadness is stopping them from seeing potential in the future when they have all of the power in the world for future potential. Are you still angry at me? Was there an argument here with this Five of Swords, and they're worried about that argument in the future coming back around, coming back to light? You guys haven't worked through some things, and we have that Queen of Swords who is not afraid to cut our heads off if we are not serving her. I want to call, but would you answer me? I spend a lot of time of day dreaming about you. I keep thinking back at this Five of Pentacles. It almost feels like they put themselves in the doghouse somehow. So please take that as it resonates. Some sort of decision they made. In a perfect world, it is you and me. I'm trying to figure myself out. And this separation is painful, but also look what's coming out. The breakup was bad. I'm still healing. And also, I know I messed up back then. Just want to take a peek under here. Is the connection real? Do you feel it too? But for some of you, there could have been a very big falling out as well. Let's get one more here. Well, you make them hot. Back of the deck says, best friends, and I missed that. I just had a card hit the floor from my angel deck, so let's see what that one was for you. It says, counselor, you're a natural counselor and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. I feel like this person, if they were to come forward, would definitely need your reassurance because they are really in a pretty powerful negative mindset right now. Let's get a charm bowl for you, group 3. Love message for group 3, please, in the bowl. No contact love message. Secret thoughts and feelings of you. There's a 6 of Cups. We have the Death card. We have the Moon as well. The 6 of Cups, again, that reunion card. In the reverse position, it does talk about unrealistic expectations and someone living in the past. But I feel like because they're in that negative mindset right now, that's their mindset. Like that's their deepest fear, is that they're living in the past, that you don't feel the same way, that there's just no hope left. They're feeling a little bit hopeless in this present moment. But again, Spirit always wants us to understand that energy shifts and moves and people's perspectives change depending even on the day. You know, something terrible could have happened today that really made them feel bad, or they could just be really focusing on loss today. But we can't make clear pathways to success by the light of the moon. We can't do it through insecurity. We have to do it through optimism and hope and faith in a situation. And that's the way to kind of shift this connection. The Death card is not a bad card to see in a tarot reading, and I know people get afraid to see it. I don't like seeing it in the reverse, though. I don't like seeing it like that because it really speaks about someone having a little bit in the present energy, having their hope waning, feeling really stuck and not being able to foresee change. And it's our expectation of a situation, our perspective is so important to creating momentum for the future. So that's really advice from Spirit, is to sort of shift our focus and make more plans by the light of the dawn, by the expectancy, hope, if we want to see change here. Closer. Oh, we got a couple of owls here, a couple of Libras perhaps I'm dealing with. We have, oh, I just knocked an entire deck off with my elbow, and that's okay. We have Cool, we have P, we have a mask too. I feel like this person really does wear a lot of masks, and if you bumped into them in the street, they may act very cool and collected around you like nothing's bothering them. We do have the Butterfly, which is transformation. We have 2 owls. They may require 2. The King and Queen here in the bowl could be 2 air signs that we're dealing with, but it does talk about, you know, rising above our insecurities, our painful feelings, and looking at things objectively. That's the point of the Swords, is to keep our objective and for mental thought. And the 3 of Swords is really kind of thrust into despair. So to rise above that, to see things clearly, we have the Moon, our fears, we have prescription. We need to put some work into healing our insecurities if we want success, if we want closure. Here is the World marble. We have the Pearl of Wisdom from Spirit, and we also have the little stepping stones. I always think of the Hierophant, about ascension, about making moves towards ascension. Lots of advice in the bowl from Spirit today towards this person. All right, group 3, that is what I have for you today. A no contact love message from the person on your mind. What are their current thoughts and feelings? If this resonates with you, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love for you to subscribe to this family and hit your notification bell and drop me a comment below if you feel called to do that, so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me this week. But I really hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a very beautiful day today. Take care.